Hallo liebe Basketballfans in Deutschland, herzlich willkommen hier aus der American Airlines Arena in Miami. Neben mir sitzt die TV-Reporter-Legende von Sun Sports Florida, Eric Reid. Eric, it's nice to have you here. Thank you very much. Zunächst mal, du coverst mittlerweile seit 22 Jahren hier die Heimspiele und auch die Auswärtsspiele der Miami Heat. Es sind insgesamt fast 1800 Spiele dazugekommen. Was war denn für sich bisher so das persönliche Highlight?
This is actually my 25th season with the Miami Heat, and it's the 25th year of the franchise. I'm one of 7 Heat employees that has been here the whole time, and clearly the two highlights is, winning a championship in 2006 and winning a championship in 2012. But there's been a lot of great moments before and since.
Was war so bisher der enttäuschendste Augenblick für dich?
The most disappointing moment, I would have to say, it would be losing 3 playoff series in the 90s to the New York Knicks. All 3 playoff series went the full amount of games, and the Heat lost to the Knicks in the final game of each series in Miami. And those were some very good Heat teams with Alonzo Mourning and Tim Hardaway and P.J. Brown and Jamal Mashburn and Dan Marley, Vashawn Leonard, one of the great rivalries we've had in our 25 years and some of the most competitive games. And yet the Heat lost 3 of the 4 series they played against New York when Pat Riley was coaching the Heat. So those were probably the most difficult losses that we've seen in the 25 years.
Du hast die beiden Meisterschaften bereits angesprochen, 2006, 2012. Kann man die miteinander vergleichen?
It's not impossible to compare them, but it's like comparing your 2 children. I mean, there'll always be a great amount of sentimentality over the 2006 championship because it was the Heat's first, and it was also a sudden ascent to the throne because it wasn't until Jason Terry's last shot in Game 6 missed, and all of a sudden the Heat were champions of the world. In 2012, like 2006, it was 4 straight wins, but in the Game 5 blowout victory in Miami, it was a blowout, and it was a slow and steady coronation as a champ, and not as surprising a rise to the title. But the one thing that separates the two is to win it at home and to win it with your home fans enjoying that moment with you made it very special.
Seit 2010 gibt es ein neues Kapitel in der Geschichte der Heat mit den Big Three, mit LeBron James, mit Dwayne Wade und Chris Bosh. Was denkst du denn, wie schwer war es denn für Coach Eric Spoelstra, hier die richtige Chemie zu finden?
I think Eric Spoelstra was put in the position he's in by Pat Riley, 2 years before the Big Three happened. It got Eric Spoelstra some very valuable experience as a head coach. He's gone from being one of the best young head coaches in the league to just being one of the better coaches in pro basketball. He's very even-keeled. The players, whether you're a star or the 15th guy, you respect his preparation and his energy. And either a coach can make you better or not, and they know he can from his time as an assistant and now as a head coach. So it's been a wonderful thing to watch because I think the Big Three and the championship all born out of some very unselfish acts by those 3 players to take less, to play together, to try to win, and it was wonderful to see them accomplish that last year.
2011 waren die Heat ja schon im Finale gegen die Dallas Mavericks, haben da verloren. Was denkst du denn für die Entwicklung des Teams? Wie wichtig war diese Erfahrung?
I think it was important. I think especially for LeBron James. Had he just been a reasonable facsimile of himself in the 2011 finals, Miami be defending a 2-time championship situation right now. He was way off his game in that championship series, and I think like all great people or players do, they turned adversity into something positive, and I think he went back to work on his game and critically analyzed his game. I think since then you see him shooting fewer 3-pointers. He goes into the low post more. He's worked on that part of his game, and he continues to work on what we feel is the most complete game in pro basketball today around the world. And he's one of the, if he's not the most complete player ever, he's in a very brief list. Oscar Robertson, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson, one of the most versatile, one of the most complete players of all time. And it's not only the skill, it's the will, it's the basketball IQ, his competitive nature, his incredible physical strength, and his great skill. So it's really a joy to watch a player of his caliber who's really clearly in the prime of his career right now.
Eric, thank you very much. Finally, wir haben zum Schluss noch eine kleine Tipprunde. Natürlich möchten wir gerne einen Expertentipp von dir hören. Was denkst du denn, wer wird dieses Jahr im Finale stehen und die Meisterschaft gewinnen?
Boy, that's hard to call in December. Right now, I think the Memphis Grizzlies have been the best team in basketball. They're the best team in the West right now, but so much could change. To me, I like Memphis, and I like San Antonio in the West. In the East, it's too early to tell, but I think, right now, New York seems like the biggest challenge for Miami. The Celtics have struggled. The Knicks, I think they're the most improved team in the league. No team improved their point guard position more from one year to the next than the Knicks did. They're playing very unselfishly and great defense. I have this vision of a Heat-Knicks Eastern Conference final. I'd like to see that happen.
Du hast gar nicht über die Lakers gesprochen. You don't talk about the Lakers?
Not right now. Not right now. Not as a championship contending team. I think they've got a lot of issues to deal with. They've got to get Steve Nash healthy, and they've got to try to fast track a process. It takes time. We saw it here in Miami. It takes a year or so to play together and develop a chemistry and to really understand how to play together with other star players. And it's possible for them, but I don't think it's likely you're going to see the Lakers in the finals this year.